it is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. But what if that fortune has come from a tech startup and the wife in question is a self-made influencer with 2.5 million followers on Instagram and 10 brand deals? Let's find out. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to my channel. I am Shelf-Induced Chaos. That's not my name. My name is Elle. For those of you that haven't met me, welcome. Please like and subscribe. So, today we are going to be dragging some classic books, kicking and screaming, into 2025. And we're going to reimagine them for the modern world. And trust me, it gets a bit weird. So, Pride and Prejudice, the original enemies to lovers story. Set in 19th century England, full of ballroom dances, marriage proposals, and social class drama. But what if it took place in 2025? Elizabeth Bennet is an indie author who just went viral on BookTok with her spicy enemies to lovers novel. Mr. Darcy is a venture capitalist trying to launch an AI-powered writing assistant which will probably replace human authors. The tension would be immaculate, and these two having access to social media platforms would change the whole dynamic of Pride and Prejudice. We'd have Elizabeth Bennet absolutely roasting Darcy on Twitter. Who wouldn't want to see that? Instead of a dance at a ball, things would get heated in a really passive-aggressive podcast because, after all, it is 2025 and Darcy would definitely have a podcast. And then one day he would slide into her DMs begrudgingly saying, you know, not all AI-generated books are bad, Elizabeth. And the rest is probably history. Next up, we have The Great Gatsby, a book about wealth, obsession, and throwing parties so big that people literally forget their own names. Now let's make it disgustingly 2025 and modern. Jay Gatsby, crypto billionaire, 100%. His lavish parties would be 100% an NFT-gated metaverse event. There's literally no other way for someone like Jay. Nick Carraway, definitely a journalist, probably investigating crypto fraud, and absolutely would be working for an outlet such as TMZ, for example. Daisy Buchanan, definitely a former Hollywood actress turned wellness influencer, probably married to a politician who may or may not be laundering money through a luxury yacht company. She would definitely have brand deals. So The Great Gatsby would definitely become less old money versus new money, and it would turn into legacy wealth versus Silicon Valley bros. And maybe it wouldn't end with the death of Jay Gatsby, but it would definitely end with him getting cancelled in some way, shape or form for something, maybe running some sort of elaborate Ponzi scheme. Honestly, I think this one is probably the most realistic one on the list so far. Yeah, it is. Next up, we have Frankenstein, the story of a scientist who literally creates life and immediately regrets it. So let's see how we can bring that into 2025. So Victor Frankenstein is probably a modern day AI engineer or robotics engineer of some kind, and he creates a self-learning humanoid robot. At first, it's all fun and games, life is great, until the AI becomes sentient and starts talking online about how his father is neglecting him. then exposes him for ethical violations. This time, it's Victor Frankenstein's turn to be cancelled, and he is exiled to some sort of off-grid cabin or retreat, where he basically just doom scrolls Reddit for months. Meanwhile, the AI is now obviously the CEO of a startup, and people are investing. Yeah, that's the way I see that one going. So I'm starting to realise that people in 2025 are really predictable, particularly the 1%, i.e. the billionaires, the tech bros, the influencers, etc. Yeah, mix it up a little bit. Next, we have one of my favourites, Wuthering Heights. A love story so toxic that Taylor Swift would probably be like, maybe we should just chill. So we have Heathcliff, a self-made tech mogul who vanished for years after growing up broke, only to return richer than anyone ever thought possible. How? No one knows. Dark rumours swirl, some say crypto, others say something worse. Catherine, the love of his life, his obsession, but she sold out, married an industry golden boy, and now lives in a sleek penthouse with a soft core, inspirational life page on Instagram. Instead of haunting the moors, Heathcliff buys Catherine's childhood home, renovates it to an exact replica of the way it was when they were kids, and posts photos just to mess with her. Alongside this, he's probably going to start dating her sister out of spite and manipulates literally everybody around. Ruins careers, hacks into emails, leaks scandals, because if he can't have Catherine, nobody can. And then, when Catherine finally breaks down and turns up at his door in the middle of the night saying that she loves him, instead of embracing her, Heathcliff simply says, "It's too late." And then probably dies alone after winning. Finally, we have 1984, a dystopian nightmare about government surveillance, mass manipulation, and thought control. Which is literally just modern life, isn't it? Big Brother, now just an AI-powered algorithm tracking everything that you do online. You know those times where you get a recommendation about something that you've not actually been looking for? The Thought Police is now just Twitter mobs digging up old posts from 2012 to cancel everybody. Winston Smith, a former corporate employee who tried to delete his data but realised there is literally no escape. Julia, a rebel, but like an influencer rebel, so that kind of thing whose brand is anti-establishment while still using TikTok and having a merch shop on Shopify. Yeah. Well, that was horrifyingly fun, if that makes any sense at all. Yeah, horrifyingly fun is how I would describe that. What kind of books would you want to see modernised, and how so? Drop me a comment below. That is all for today, guys, but what I did do is I did ask AI to generate me some book covers based on some of the descriptions that I've written for these stories or reimagined stories, and they were absolutely as chaotic and as unhinged as you would probably expect. So here they are for your eyes, If you liked that video, please like and subscribe to my channel. There's going to be plenty more chaotic things for you to get involved in going forward. And rather than me just telling you what my next video is going to be about, I'm going to have you guys actually choose the subject of my next video. So pop some suggestions in the comments below, and I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. And remember,